This federal trial. Prospective jurors are inside the courtroom now, along with Combs. Federal prosecutors allege he abused, threatened, and coerced women into prolonged, drug-fueled sexual orgies he called freak-offs, and then threatened them into silence. Diddy has denied the charges, but he's facing what could amount to a life sentence if convicted. Let's bring in ABC's Rena Roy outside that courthouse for more. Rena, what's the latest?
Yeah, well, Diane, we know from our teams inside the criminal courthouse here behind us that jury selection is officially underway. And the key, of course, we've been saying it all morning, that the key is to find jurors that can actually be unbiased and fair when weighing the evidence against Sean Diddy Combs. We know that several hundred prospective jurors, they've already filled out a written questionnaire. And from there, the judge will be asking follow-up questions. And we know that those questions will include things like their feelings about law enforcement personnel, hip-hop artists, and sexual assault victims that may prevent them from being partial. And they will also, of course, be asked about what exactly they know about this case. We know this case has been in the headlines for months. Most people know something about it. So, of course, they're going to be looking for somebody who can put what they know aside and really just focus on the facts of this trial here. And we know that they'll also be asked if they've gone through a traumatic event in the past that might make it difficult for them to hear some of the details from accusers on the stand.
Rena, any sense on how the defense plans to try to raise reasonable doubt in this trial?
Right. Well, from day one, they have maintained Sean Diddy Combs' innocence. They have flat out said he has done nothing wrong. Just days ago, he rejected a plea deal. He has pleaded not guilty to all of the charges against him. And they have said that all of these sexual encounters that we've heard about and that we'll, of course, hear more details about, that those were all consensual. They argue that the accusers in this case, they want to pay out.
And what about the prosecution, Rena? How are they trying to prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt?
So we know that several victims in this case are going to take the stand. Several of them have been unidentified in the indictment, and we know that singer and ex-girlfriend of Sean Diddy Combs, Cassie Ventura, is going to be a star witness for the prosecution. And also part of that part of the case is, of course, that 2016 video that was obtained by CNN. It shows Sean Diddy Combs beating and dragging Ventura through a Los Angeles hotel hallway. That, of course, made the rounds on social media. A lot of people had opinions about it. The jury will now get a chance to view that video.
All right, Rena Roy, thank you.
Yeah, people, so get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready because we're definitely going to be they're definitely going to be playing tapes with jurors once they get the jury selection started and everything. And it's going to be something because Diddy pleds not guilty, so he's going to fight his butt off. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on the beginning of the trial?
No, the beginning of the trial is going to be very, very interesting. Not only that, it's not going to be televised. That's the only problem. Is it's not going to be able to be televised. So the only way we'll get certain information is pretty much by the media, because I think certain media is going to be selected to be able to be in the courtroom to record everything and then post it online. So that's the only thing I don't like, that we're not going to be able to see it and people not going to have their own personal reaction. Now we just going to base on whatever the media say. Do I think Diddy going to overcome this trial? Yes. I think he's going to come out victorious. I don't know why I feel this way or think this way. It's just because of lack of evidence. I don't think they have enough evidence to have a slam dunk case. So it's very interesting. Not only that, for them to pick a juror that's not even involved in the media. The problem is a lot of these jurors probably saw everything that was going on within the media. So that might hurt him, but I still think he's going to come out victorious. Go right ahead, Hakeem, your thoughts.
I agree with you the same thing. I think this is hearsay. I think that we're going to, when we see the face in the cat, and they wouldn't be offering him a plea deal if he didn't really did anything. Like, they just want him to convict for something. Like, and once he gets convicted, and if that's due, then you see the lawsuit starts coming in. You know what I mean? From each one, because that's how this works. But I do think he has the money to fight this case. He's going to fight it. One thing he has best against him, there's not a lot of video footage of all the other accusers. And, you know what I mean? A lot of it is just hearsay. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, can't wait to see the deposition and the witness statements.
Yeah, for me, I mean, the biggest things for me is which type of tapes that the prosecutor has that they're gonna show to the jury and also to the people in the courtroom, or what's gonna go on. I can't wait for that because we're gonna be getting some juicy stuff from that. Also, the prosecutors, well, I mean, other than having bringing Cassie into the stand, who other witnesses is going to be in the stand too? Because I know that people, bloggers who's going to be in the courtroom, they're going to name, the witnesses to come to testify against Diddy. So, but yeah, I think this is going to be this definitely going to be the trial of the trial of the year for sure. Maybe the trial of the it'll be the trial of the decade if he wins for sure. So I'm very very interested in what's gonna happen in this trial. Diddy does have a shot. He has some money. He has some really top notch lawyers that will be defending him, and I know and I know the lawyers are gonna fight their butt off to make sure Diddy's win this case. So it's I mean at first I'm talking about okay he's gonna lose, but the prosecutor, it's like I say, it depends on if the prosecutors doing a great job, and if they got if they have to be perfect in order to take Diddy down, and they do some mishaps and everything, and it lands to the defendants of Diddy's lawyers, then that could be a win. And also when it comes to the jurors and everything, even though they might be anonymous, I want to know, how the selection of jurors are going to pick too. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Chaos Coach Rare, we definitely going to be on the case and everything. We definitely will get our information from TMZ. And also, Lauren LaRosa, I saw that, she will be in the courtroom.
Yeah, she will be in the
from
courtroom.
Breakfast Club. So I will be, getting her updates from her and TMZ. And we definitely going to be following this case. So can't wait to see, what they're going to, get into it.
Now,